The Timekeeper's Treasure, The Clock Tower Adventure. Join brave siblings Emma and Jack along with their curious cat, Whiskers, as they discover an old clock tower hidden deep in the forest. The clock isn't just a tower, it's a magical portal to adventures across time. Filled with mysterious puzzles, enchanted clocks, and a hidden treasure, this bedtime story will capture imaginations, create wonder, and help little ones drift into comforting dreams. It was a warm summer day when Emma and Jack decided to explore the mysterious part of the forest that lay beyond the hills. Their mother had told them stories about the old clock tower that supposedly hid there, covered in ivy and filled with secrets. They weren't sure if the tower was real, but their curiosity led them onward. With their cat Whiskers trailing behind, they climbed over fallen logs and ducked under branches, following the winding path deeper into the woods. "Do you think we'll really find it?" Jack asked, his eyes wide with excitement. Emma smiled, brushing her auburn hair out of her eyes. "If it's there, we'll find it. And maybe we'll discover something no one else has ever seen." Whiskers meowed as if to encourage them, and Jack gave a nod of determination. They continued their journey until, finally, they saw something in the distance, a tall, looming shape covered in thick green vines. "There it is!" Emma whispered in awe. Before them stood the clock tower, its old face almost hidden beneath leaves and creeping ivy. The large clock hands were frozen at 12 o'clock, and the door at the base of the tower seemed slightly ajar, as though inviting them in. Jack pushed the door open, and it creaked loudly, echoing inside the tower. The air inside was cool, and the light filtered through small cracks in the stone walls, revealing rows of gears, wheels, and clocks of all shapes and sizes. In the center of the room stood a magnificent brass clock, taller than either of them, with gears that glowed softly. "Look at that!" Emma said, pointing. "It's beautiful!" As they approached, the brass clock suddenly began to tick. The hands moved slowly, and the entire room seemed to shift, the gears around them turning on their own. Whiskers jumped onto a nearby table, watching the movement with wide eyes. "Is it alive?" Jack asked, a hint of nervousness in his voice. Emma stepped closer, her fingers brushing against the brass surface. Just then, a soft voice echoed throughout the room. "Welcome, travelers," it said. "You have discovered the Timekeeper's Tower. Only those with true hearts may unlock its secrets and find the treasure of time." Jack and Emma exchanged a surprised look. "Treasure?" Jack repeated, his voice filled with wonder. Suddenly, the brass clock began to glow more brightly, and a panel opened, revealing a series of symbols. Each symbol was a different kind of clock: a sundial, an hourglass, a pocket watch, and a moon clock. Beneath the symbols were words written in glowing letters. "Time moves forward, but memories last forever. Solve the puzzle to unlock the past." Emma looked at Jack, her eyes sparkling. "We have to solve it. I think it's the key to finding the treasure." Jack nodded. "But what do the symbols mean?" Emma thought for a moment, then pointed to the hourglass. "Time passing," she said. Then she pointed to the sundial. "Time in the sun, and the moon clock. Maybe it's about time at night." Whiskers meowed again, pawing at the pocket watch symbol, and Jack laughed. "Maybe it's about keeping memories close, like with a pocket watch." Emma smiled. "I think you're right, Jack. It's about how we hold on to time and memories." Slowly, they pressed each symbol in order. The hourglass, the sundial, the moon clock, and finally, the pocket watch. As they pressed the last symbol, the entire room filled with light, and the brass clock began to turn faster, its hands spinning. Suddenly, the walls of the tower seemed to disappear, and they found themselves standing in a new place. A garden filled with flowers of every color, with a large fountain in the center. The fountain's water sparkled, and at its base was a chest, half buried in soft moss. "Look!" Jack shouted, running towards it. Emma followed, her heart pounding with excitement. They knelt beside the chest, brushing away the moss. Slowly they opened the lid, revealing what was inside, a collection of beautiful, old-fashioned timepieces. Each one was unique, with intricate designs and soft glowing lights. But there was something else, a small book, its cover shimmering with golden letters that read, "The Treasure of Time, Memories Shared." Emma opened the book, and inside were blank pages, waiting to be filled. Jack looked at his sister, confused. "But where's the treasure?" Emma smiled, understanding dawning in her eyes. "This is the treasure, Jack. It's for us to fill with our memories, our adventures. Time isn't about gold or jewels. It's about the moments we share, the stories we create together." Jack grinned, his excitement undiminished. "Then let's start now," he said. He took out a pencil from his pocket and began to draw. A picture of them standing before the clock tower, Whiskers by their side, and the magical brass clock glowing above them. As they filled the first page with drawings and notes, the garden around them seemed to glow brighter, as if celebrating their discovery. Whiskers curled up beside them, purring contentedly. When they finally closed the book, the scene around them began to fade, and they found themselves back in the clock tower. The brass clock had stopped glowing, but Emma and Jack knew that something magical had happened. They had found the real treasure, their memories, the moments they would carry with them forever. Hand in hand, they left the clock tower, with Whiskers trotting beside them. The sun was beginning to set, casting a warm glow over the forest. "Do you think we'll come back?" Jack asked, looking back at the clock tower, now hidden once again behind the ivy. Emma nodded, a smile on her face. "I think the tower will always be there, waiting for us. And as long as we have each other, we'll keep finding treasures, wherever we go." With that, they made their way home, their hearts full of wonder and the promise of more adventures yet to come, because they knew that time, when shared, was the greatest treasure of all.